Welcome to a Google tutorial about the interface of Gmail. This tutorial will be a short tutorial that will go over briefly the different components of the web-based interface and then one of the most important components, labels. So, if everyone's ready, we'll get started. First, let's go over the basic web interface of Gmail. A lot of you will either use Outlook or different aspects, but the most powerful one is to actually use the web base, which isn't always the prettiest, but it has all the functions that you would want in a mail client. So we're going to just briefly go over this. So if you look at the top area, this will be all the things that are associated with your Gmail account. You would have your calendar, your documents, your photos, and different aspects, and we would go over these aspects in another tutorial. But looking at the web base, we see that you can always go to the mail. Clicking on this will take you to your inbox, and we've populated the inbox already. Contacts is the next level, and you would see your list of contacts here. You can put on my contacts and you would see the contacts in here, and clicking on them will let you edit them, add a picture, add additional information, just your basic client activities. You can also add things like putting them in groups, importing other things, and we'll talk about that in another tutorial. But your contacts list is over here. And for some people, they would like to keep a to-do list, and Gmail does a good job of getting your to-do list and your calendar and your mail all synced together. So your task click over here will pop up a to-do list that you can populate any way you want. So like set up meeting. Hit enter, you have it, and if you need to do anything extra with it, you can give it a due date. You can move it to another list if you have a list, but that's what you would do here. We're just gonna get out of this. And you see your to-do list is right there. Okay, so those are the basic aspects of Gmail: the mail, the contacts, and the tasks. So one of the most powerful things that people are most confused about are labels. So let's go back to our inbox. The basic way to explain a label is that it's a folder on steroids. And what that means is that one email could be set in several folders. In most clients, most email clients, you take a email and you put it in a certain folder. This email is about budget, or this email is about so-and-so. Well, using labels is a way to use folders, but putting one email in more than one folder so that if a complicated email comes in, you're able to find it in different areas. Okay? You can always go manage your labels and create labels, and we're going to use labels and folders interchangeably. So here are the labels / folders that we currently have. So let's add one. Let's add career fair. So we're adding a folder / label called career fairs, and this is extra stuff you can do, but we won't go into that. So we added a folder, career fairs. So currently we have budgets, career fairs, personal folder, receipts, travel, and work. So let's go back to our inbox, which shows that we have 5 unopened emails. Alright, so we've received an email from Kimberly Zuke. So we're going to click on this email, and we have fake message in here. But we're going to pretend that this email is about the upcoming career fair. And in this email, it's going to talk about the fact that there's a budget for it. It's about when the career fair is, and some other information. So in order to organize this and possibly get it out of our inbox, we're going to put it in a folder / a label. And so what we do is go up to our labels. Okay, since there's budget information, we want to be able to put it in the budget folder. It's about career fair, so we're going to highlight career fair. And if there was something else in here we wanted to deal with, we would check that folder / label and then hit apply. Okay, and then when you open it, you'll see what categories this actually pertains to. It's still in our inbox, it's in our budget folder and our career folder. Okay, so if we go back to our inbox, we see that looking at this, we can instantly tell what this email is involved without going into the email. It talks about budget and it talks about career fairs. And if we clicked on the individual label here, we could see more information about this. So we go back here, and now we're going to get this out of our inbox because we're known. So we're going to archive it, and what archive will do is place it in the folders that we have here. So we archive it, which will take it out of the inbox, so it's no longer in the inbox. So it's actually in our budget. Oh look, and it's in our career fair. Okay. So say 3 weeks from now, we needed to ram up all the things that we have on an instant budget. Okay, so we would go to budget and we would see that this one's in budget. So we know there's budget information we need to know. Or a couple of weeks down the line, we needed to find something about career fairs. So we go to our career fair folder, and it's in here. Now, that I love the label aspect of it because it gives you more flexibility. If this was only in career fairs, but I was looking up budget information that was important, I wouldn't necessarily know that this email had anything to do with a budget. I would only know that it had to do with career fairs. So I would have to necessarily search, use the search to find this, when instantly I have all my budget emails in this folder, which I love. And then if you no longer need this in budget, you can always remove it and those types of things. But I love that aspect of it. And you can also make it more priority by putting different labels or putting a star by it so that you have starred emails that you may deem important that you need to look at a different time. So that's basically how folders work. Folders allow you, or that's how labels work. Labels allow you to take one email and categorize it in different folders/labels so that you can retrieve that information instantly. And it works for a more complex kind of email that may have different parts in it that you need, different information in it that you may need to retrieve quickly at a different time. Alright, so I hope you like that. We will also talk about filters in a different tutorial. We will also talk about forwarding, and we will also talk about being able to link different accounts to one Gmail account. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it wasn't too long. Enjoy.